Welcome to a new video, new review, a new light. A few coming up on the channel, so I recommend you to subscribe. There's a cinematography tutorial coming with different lights as well about the Joker 2019, so stay tuned. I hope to see you there. Today we have the Godox LITEMONS LE300Bi. What is this light? 300 watts. It's a key light, definitely. Look at it. Great for interviews, studio work, cinematography in general. Bicolor, we're gonna check more into details later on. Body and build, definitely a chunky, quite big light. As you can see, it's a 300 watts light, but I've reviewed smaller 300 bicolor lights. So this is quite big. Quick comparison, check this out. This is a different brand, 200 watts. Big difference there, right? So it's up to you, but this is a studio light. Definitely, I wouldn't recommend it as a portable light. Though it's solid, it doesn't feel plasticky. Not even the buttons actually feel really nice. The screen is quite big, you can see clearly. You got one button for to switch from the temperature to the power. And you've got three buttons here, Bluetooth, the menu, and the different modes. We have a mount bracket, of course, and it comes with a hole for an umbrella too. In terms of mount in the front for the reflectors and diffusers, we have a full standard Bowens mount. So if you already own some of those diffusers, simple as that. Standard. Still talking about the body, I'm not sure if I mentioned it right, but I think these are DMX input and output to control the light via a console. So if you are doing an event with different lights, you can connect this to a mixer and use it that way. Power button and your main right here. Of course, we got an internal fan. I can actually see it. So the light is all opened up with honeycomb holes to allow the ventilation, the top, the bottom, and the sides. And also at the back here. Okay guys, I was thinking about the fan noise actually, if you want to hear what's going on here. It's in auto now, so after a certain percentage, it will start making noise and the fan will start running, of course. So 1% now. As soon as I pass the 10%, there's the noise. Of course, I'm very close to it. Let's go higher. This is 100% of power. You can probably get away with it for interviews if you don't keep the light too close. I can still hear it. With a bit of the noiser, should be okay. The reflector comes with the light. If you want to talk about unboxing, there's not much there actually. You get the light, you get the reflector and your cable and the instructions manual. That's all. Dimensions and weight. Let's do it properly. So we've got from the bulb up to the end, it's around 27 centimeters, including the handle. And the height with the actual mount is 20, more or less. And the front or the back, if you just want to measure the actual size, it's around 14 centimeters. Weight is 2.9 kilos. So as I mentioned, not one of the lightest lights out there. Modes, we mentioned this is a bicolor light. So we got the CCT mode, of course. You can simply switch between the modes via this button at the back. This is the power. If you press the button set, you switch to the temperature and you change your temperature there. If we press the mode button, then we switch to the effects. And here we have 11 different effects, the usual effects you get in these lights nowadays. So lighting, candles, the fireplace, whatever, you know, you name it, SOS and all that jazz. And they're quite customizable, so you can change the settings for each as well. Power option, we can just use the light via the main here. The mains, we can't operate it via battery, so keep that in mind. Again, compared to something like this, which is more portable and you've got different options in terms of battery, well, consider everything. Operating modes, I mentioned already the buttons on the body of the light, but we can connect it also via Bluetooth. We turn on our Bluetooth on our phone, we go here to the settings on the light and we make sure the Bluetooth is on. Most of the times the app would not recognize your light anyway, so you need to reset the Bluetooth settings on the light itself. And then we need to download this app, Godox Lite. Once we are inside the app, we go to Bluetooth Add and we wait for our light to pop up. Here we go, LE300Bi. We select it, press Add, and it's now pairing the app to our light. Pairing successful. Now I can click on the light and change the settings via the Bluetooth, which is great, guys, because I've lately, in the past few years, been on massive sets, film sets, right? Professional sets. And you're gonna save so much time when you can control your lights, especially dozens of lights at the same time via an app or a console, a deck. So definitely this is helpful compared, for example, to something I have reviewed, I'm reviewing right now, which doesn't have the app. So you need to switch or pull down your stand every time, adjust it, and so on. Okay, let's mention the price as well if you're interested. And by the way, all the links are in the description tab if you want to purchase it directly from my YouTube channel. You can find it now on Amazon at £215, more or less, British pound. Okay, to give you a better idea of the use of this light, I'm now going to place it as my key light instead of this one I have with a softbox. And actually, because we have the Bowens mount, I have this tiny softbox that we can use. These are great size for me and for my studio. Let's do it. All right, people, here we go. No key light at the moment. I only have my fill light on the side. I've got 2 layers of diffusion on the softbox and the grid, and I'm going up to 10% at the moment. Okay, in terms of camera settings, recording at 24 frames per second, shutter speed double that, 1/48. The ISO is 320. 10% right here to have it properly exposed. I would go probably to 20 is a good starting point. Even 30, I'm still properly exposed, which is nice. I would keep it 30%. If I go to 100%, okay, I'm burned. So that's definitely overexposed. To do something where I'm still safe, yeah, 30 I think is the best. When I go to 35, I can start seeing some of my skin burning out. 30% is a good percentage for studio environment in my case, right here with my settings. If you want to remove the grid, for example, let's do that. I'll show you the full power of the light. Okay, no grid at 30% still. If I go to 100, no grid. 23% now without the grid. I'm safely exposed. Let's get rid of the first diffusion layer. Okay, still same percentage, 20%. If I go to 100, gee, okay, do you understand how that is? Second layer of diffusion, off. This is 6% now, and I'm already overexposed. So let's try to do it manually without any diffusion. Probably 4% is enough before I start burning. 100%. You can definitely light up a full room with this light. Pros and cons of this light. First of all, pros, high output, 300 watts, it's great. I probably used 300, higher than 300 watts once in a bigger environment usually for the type of videos I make. For interviews, it's an overkill. Sometimes I use 60 watts lights, for example. You've got the Bowens mount compatibility, which is great if you own different light and you don't want to keep changing the mounts and the softboxes and diffusers from brand to brand, because that's what they are tending to do nowadays, creating these tiny customized mounts. I think it's a great light for the value. £215, it's a good price. Some cons for me again are not being able to use it via a battery, for example, if that's something you use daily in your workflow. It's quite a big and chunky light and heavy, so definitely not portable, but something I want to keep in my studio and leave it there. Let me know what you think about it, if you're using it as well, if you're facing any problems, stuff like that, drop it in the comment tab. I try to reply, guys, but sometimes I have too many things in my life going on, so if I don't, please forgive me. It's just due to the available time. I thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe, because there's a lot of stuff on my channel and more coming up. If you're interested in performing arts as well, I've been doing acting and singing on a different channel. Go and check it out, because sometimes you will see the final videos I create for this channel with the cinematography tutorials. You can see the final results there as well, and you might enjoy it. Let me know. Ciao. Thanks for watching.